2002. I wasn't paying attention and I accidentally went over. But super exciting. It's day 2000. I've been looking forward to this for a while. So yeah, this is pretty freaking crazy. And super happy about it. Also, you might notice I'm in the wall. And that's because I threw an ender pearl from down there, and it stuck me in the wall. So yeah, not sure why, but it did. So what I'm going to be working on today is getting these floors detailed. I got them laid out kind of where I want them, and now I just need to start collecting materials and building. So, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna grab more food. What else did I need? Torches. Or not torches. I'm going to grab frog lights because they generate less lag. So that'll be useful. Alright, so I have mathed it out, and I want 96 villagers in this trading hall, roughly, which means I need 8 villagers per side of the floor. So, I think that's a feasible amount. We might have to set up a villager breeder, but that's fine. Holy cow, this goes a lot farther than I thought it would. Okay. Wow, okay. Apparently we're going all the way down to Deep Slate here. Does this cave stop? What the heck? Well, hello. This cave goes crazy far down. Oh. Actually, I know where I am. This is a different cave that apparently it connects to. Really? Come on, bug off. Just want the diamonds, man. I'm gonna collect more diamonds. Is that it? Oh, no it's not. Ah! Uh-oh. Aha! 3 diamond ore. Any over here? No. Okay, wait, where'd the 2 diamond ore that fell go? All the way down here. Lovely. That's fine. caving is so much fun until you are ready to leave, because then usually I'm lost, but I love caving. What's up here? Any diamonds? Probably not. It's a fairly quick way that I could probably find diamonds. Actually, why not? So I don't need that. Ender chest. Hey, how's it going? There's a lot of mobs. Yeah, there are. I'm gonna be building here in a second, but I got distracted. Actually, is this is right above my diamond mine. So since diamonds spawn more commonly when hidden, you get rid of a bunch of skulk. You can usually find diamonds. Now, since this is a small patch, I might not. Worth a try. How are you doing, man? What the heck? Did that just grow? Didn't expect that. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be finding diamonds. Yeah, there aren't any. Oh well. That's fine. Welcome to my diamond mine. Yeah, doesn't skulk grow when something dies next to it? Only if there's a skulk catalyst, which I don't see a skulk catalyst. Hence my confusion. Now there could be a skulk catalyst, I just didn't see it. So yeah, this is my diamond mine. It's growing daily, but it's although it's still got the starter staircase that I built on like day 10. Gotta love it. Oh, I forgot to put this one. Alright, diamonds and redstone. Okay, the first resource that I think we need to gather to build with is endstone. Because I'd like to add some endstone walls as like a fencing. I just started a Minecraft world myself. It's only like day 50 or something, but only in the world. IRL, it's been like 2 weeks. Yeah, I can understand that. I've had multiple worlds where it's like you start it and then it's like, shoot, I got busy, and you never go back, or like you just randomly get 5 minutes, but still a lot of fun. Welcome to Boring End Island. Eventually I'm gonna get rid of this whole thing, but I haven't done it yet, obviously. I might do most of it by hand though, just because I want the endstone to build with. Yeah, about to go into the Nether. Is this a hardcore world or survival world? It's a hardcore, so I'm terrified. Okay, little piece of advice for you. When you go to the Nether, stock up on gold. I'm going to enchant before I go into it. Yes, do that, but also stock up on gold for 2 reasons. 1, get some golden boots for piglins, so when they're nearby you can just throw those on and they won't attack you. And second of all, trade with the piglins, because then you can get fire res, and for fighting Blaze, the fire res is so useful, especially before you have fully enchanted diamond or netherite. It is so useful because they're like regular hits, which aren't super common, only do 1 heart versus depending on the armor you have, obviously, versus their fire is awful. That's what I did, and it made it so much easier. Because on my first hardcore world, I did not do that, and I almost died multiple times. It was crazy going into the Nether for the first time. Yeah, I'm just scared of the falling into the lava, but thankfully I have Fire Prot 4 gold helmet, so I'm gonna wear that just in case. Yeah, Fire Prot is super useful in the Nether. It saved me multiple times. So what I did is I got bored one day, and I'd been seeing a lot of videos talking about how they got the rarest armor possible. So I went into a really old world that I had, and I actually got armor with all the protections on it, and then I did a Nether transfer, which is basically where you put the files from the Nether into your world, grab the stuff, and then I ended up trading out the armor that I already had, because I was like, it is, questionable tactic, so you lose something in return anyways. So that's what I did. It's definitely saved me from after falling into the lava or creepers and stuff like that. So if you don't believe that's cheating, I highly recommend doing that at some point. Especially if you want the world to stick around for a long time, like I do. Wait, so you can put all of the protections on your armor? I thought it wasn't a thing anymore. It's not. So what I did is I had an old world before 1.14. And so I updated it to 1.14.2, I think. And so then you use a grindstone to add the protections on to it. You can look up videos. There's a lot of videos on it. It's pretty easy once you figure it out. And it will add all the protections, and then I took the Nether folder from that world, and I put it into this world. Oh yeah, I can't do that. I'm on Xbox. Oh yeah, Xbox, you can't do it. That is one of the downsides of Bedrock Edition. That's also something that's nice. I decided while I was at it, I might as well collect all the useful illegal enchantments. So I have a sword with all the sharpness, might, and bane. I have a mending and infinity bow. Just figured while I was at it, might as well. LOL, Bedrock addiction. I'm addicted to Bedrock. I used to always play Bedrock, and then I started playing Java, and I like Java better personally, just because there are so many different things that you can do that you can't do in Bedrock. But I will say, cross-platform is so much easier in Bedrock Edition. So I have played some Bedrock Edition, just not much recently. It was funny, I was playing Bedrock with a friend of mine, and I was just, hanging out because they play on an Xbox as well. And I was trying to block a creeper, and I almost died because I keep left clicking. Because in Java, if you left click, it blocks, or right click. My bad. And in Bedrock, you have to crouch, and so it almost killed me multiple times because I keep forgetting to crouch. Stone do I have? Oh, I have plenty. Although I do want to finish off the stack. Nintendo to my Xbox, it took me a bit to get used to the controls. Yes, that is quite the switch. Oh, pun unintended. Yeah, the X and Y buttons. Oh, come on, not spawn. Oh well. Yes, that definitely messed me up multiple times, because I've played on both as well. It's quite the switch. And then once I got to keyboard, now playing on controller, it feels so limiting because I have all of the different things that I can do on my keyboard, and it just feels so weird. Actually, now that I think about it, I might not have had to go get endstone. I may already have endstone. Yeah, I mostly have fun building in creative on my Nintendo, so I'm trying to get into actually playing survival. Building in creative. Why is there tough in here? Do I not have a filter? Yeah, building in creative is a lot of fun. That's what I used to build in as well. No, I do have a filter. That's weird. But personally, I find it to be a bit more fun in survival, just because it's more of a challenge collecting all the blocks and stuff like that. But you know, that's just my personal opinion. But in creative, you can do all sorts of crazy things that realistically in survival you can't. Like, there are so many blocks that you just can't collect in survival, which that is the one bonus to creative. Like the reinforced deep slate, that's one that I really want, but you can't collect it. I think they should have like some blocks that usually you can't get, but like if you have a netherite pick, like you can get, because currently netherite's what, a little bit more durability, and that's about it. I need a little bit of dark oak as well. So I think that'd be fun if you could get like some unobtainable blocks with netherite. Over here. Oh, spruce, that's my favorite. Spruce is probably the best wood type in my opinion. I love the massive trees. Yes, they are. The massive trees are great, especially for the beginning, because you can get so much wood just by collecting them. It's amazing. That's mainly what I did, like for all my chests before I had a tree farm. I just would go and collect large spruce trees. I have 5.5 stacks of the logs. That's pretty good numbers. See, in Bedrock Edition, you can't make tree farms, which. Well, I guess technically you can, but you can't. It's a lot more complicated. Versus in Java, it's fairly easy. So currently, I have no clue how much I have. I've been using it quite a bit, and I'm curious. Really? Yeah. So, like, I can show you my tree farm. Currently, I have 2 shulker boxes plus this. I had more, but I've used a lot. And then I have 11 shulker boxes of pale oak, plus all this. So, and that's what I've been using for my chest recently. So, like this, this is a pale oak and dark oak farm. So I flip this lever and sit in the minecart, and the minecart will go back and forth, and all you gotta do is place down saplings here, and it'll collect all of it for you. So that's how I get all my dark and pale oak. And then over here I have another tree farm. Once again, Java exclusive, that collects spruce, birch, and oak for me. So, oh, that's cool. I don't know how to do redstone, so I'm pretty much screwed. It's okay. I don't know how to do redstone either. I followed a tutorial, I'm going to be quite honest. So I flipped this button, and hey, there's a doggy. I just sit here and place the saplings. They grow and get pushed over here and blown up and put into there. So that's how I've been getting that. There's one that I want to build eventually, but it's very complicated. So I'm gonna try to build it. I'm gonna try to make a tree complex that can collect all of the different tree types. But it's gonna be a challenge, that's for sure. Because there's one that can collect all but like 3 or 4 wood types, and it's crazy. And then I'll build one for the nether wood types. Obviously I have one for the pale oak and dark oak, and then mangrove. Mangrove's the hardest one, just because it's crazy growing weird. It's a cool looking tree, but it sucks to harvest, in my opinion. Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, that's what I need next. Actually, I don't want to gather it though. I wonder if I used copper, how that'd look. If I use copper trapdoors on top of these walls. Yes, speak of the devil. What do you think? Would copper trapdoors look good on top of the what are these? Endstone walls? I need more endstone. Oh, I forgot. I can't leave to the bottom. I have to go through there. Let's see. If I grab a bit of copper and make some trapdoors, might look good. That's not a lot of copper. Okay, well, time to break some of this down. Now we just build up and break it back down. Yeah, personally, I'm on my way to try to get a PC, because I'm not sure if you heard of it, but I play Battlefront 2. I have heard of it, never played it, so I don't know the requirements for it, But I will say, currently I'm playing on a laptop, so you might be able to get, and there is a mod called Kyber, and it's only on PC. Yeah. I don't know the requirements, you could look it up, but depending on, you know, what you need it for, you could get a laptop instead. Once again, look up the requirements for that. Because currently I'm playing on Ryzen 5 and a laptop GPU. No, it's PC required. I play regular Battlefront. Well, laptop's technically a PC. Like, I can play any games that a PC can. Just, it's not quite as, if you play on a laptop, I'd recommend a laptop cooler. That really helps. But, like, the laptop can play all the same things as a desktop. Your world looks so cool. Thank you. You want to see how it'll look cooler in just a second. Hold on. Let shaders turn on. There we go. Look at that. The shaders make it look so cool. Especially the castle off in the distance. I'm loving that. The village also looks pretty cool. Oh wow, that's really neat. Yeah. That's one of the advantages to Java Edition, is you have shaders that you can just turn on. And I have multiple different shaders, so I usually play with these ones because, like, I can still see pretty good in the dark spots, but I prefer, if, like, I'm looking at a build, a different set, it makes the dark spots really dark, but it has colored lighting, which I really, really like. Oh my goodness, my inventory is full of copper. I may have broken down a bit too much copper. Oh my goodness, it's all over the ground too. The more the better. Yeah, well, I have over a half a shulker box of ore as well, so I don't know what I'm going to do with all of it. I don't use copper that often. I say that, but one of the builds that I'm working on is it's going to take a lot of copper, so. That out. Alright, get that smelting. And I'm gonna take the nether bricks over. Is this pure vanilla? No, but it's mostly vanilla. So I can show you the mods that I have real quick. Let me put these up. So let me shut this. I have auto clicker. So like when I'm at the tree farm, I can just hit a button and it'll hold down the button for me. Or other AFK farms, like my wither skeleton farm, I can walk away from it. which is super useful. Babies forever. I can name tag a baby and it'll always stay a baby, although here in like a month I won't need this anymore. Free cam. Free cam, I can basically, I'll show you. So I can like, my character's still in there, but like I can move around and look at things. So it's super useful if I want to look at a hard to get to spot, or like taking pictures for my thumbnail and stuff like that. That's super useful. Horse stats mod basically just shows the statistics for bro moved his soul from his body. Yeah, absolutely. Horse stat mod, it's basically just shows you the statistics of the horse. That's all it does. So like I can see how fast, how much health and all that easily, so I can I'm trying to get all the fastest possible. Immediately fast just helps with the rendering of Minecraft, making it run better, especially since I'm on a laptop, so that's nice. Invisible item frames, as it says, just turning item frames invisible can be really nice for building. Iris for the shaders I'm using. Malib is for mini HUD, which mini HUD's a crazy mod. So the mods you have aren't too game-changing, no. Mini HUD is what I'm using to put like the chords and stuff on my on my screen. Also, like for structures, I can see the bounding boxes. So when I was building my wither skeleton farm, I could turn on the nether bounding box, and I could see like where things could spawn in the nether fortress. It can show slime chunks and stuff like that. Buried treasure, I have no clue what that does. I don't know what half of the stuff in Mini HUD does, honestly. Mod menu is literally this. It just makes it so I can look at my mods. Replay mod just allows me to record better. And these are just for the shaders, so it's nothing crazy. It's either to make my game run better or just make my life a little bit easier. Other than like the babies mod, which is just adorable. Like in the village over here. Oops, bamboo. I named this little baby sheep, and so now there's always going to be a baby sheep here. So you can do stuff like that. I think it just looks cute. Also, you can make... I learned this from actually a Hermitcraft video. I don't know if... Do you know what Hermitcraft is? Yes, I do. Okay. So I learned the mod on one of Exuma's. That's Mumbo Jumbo's, right? Mumbo Jumbo's on there, yeah. Exuma, the owner of the server, got a mod that you could keep babies with, and he made some really cool machines where a baby would constantly be walking around, and all these cool different things. So that's where I learned that. That's honestly where I learned a lot of things. Hermitcraft is super useful, just for learning building techniques and all that. And honestly, that's where I hope I'll be in like 2 years, 3 years time. I want to be on Hermitcraft. Let's see, let's finish that. Well, I wish you good luck. Thank you. I'm hoping, it's possible. It's not probable, but you can always hope, right? Alright, this should be enough copper to start with the copper trapdoors. Officially, I really enjoy helping out small content creators. Well, I appreciate it, that's for sure. I'm hoping I'll become a bigger content creator someday, but you gotta start somewhere. And I really appreciate the support. It's means a lot. Alright, how does the copper look? Doesn't look bad. Alright, I'm gonna grab some mangrove and we can compare them. I might have mangrove. Mangrove comes in short supply. Oh, fun little thing. Here's all the music discs. Yeah, I collected them all. All 12 from the creeper, and then all 9 from not creepers. Okay, I have some mangrove. I probably bought it from the Wandering Trader, if I'm being honest. Okay. Grab mangrove trapdoors. Let's see how this looks. What's your favorite music disc, if you have one? Not sure that you do. I think my favorite is Blocks, and that is because it is one of the originals, and I've been playing since they were, mostly been busy with Star Wars. Star Wars is fun. Alright, which one do we like better? Do we like the red or the orange? I'm kind of leaning towards the orange just because of how much easier it is to collect. Same? Okay. Or we could let them oxidize. The red is a nice touch. It is. I knew... I think I'm gonna do orange, and I'll show you why. Because I did something very similar in a different build, and it was a nightmare. My library. Don't mind the walls. I've been working on zombifying and curing these slowly, and the upper ones, and I don't want the lower ones to get messed with. But I did these red trapdoors, and it was a pain in the butt. Congratulations on the 2,000 days. Thank you. I appreciate it. How are you doing, Banana Man? I'm doing pretty good. Alright, help us out. So we have either we can do mangrove or we can do copper trapdoors on here. Which one do we like better? I need to put this back. Copper? Okay. Alright. Copper it is. Ah, that is good to hear. Copper's so much easier. Yeah. No kidding. Good grief. Alright, we are in consensus. Copper trapdoors it is. Okay. This... You know what? I've got an easier way of doing this. Instead of taking the time to smelt all this, we're just gonna go to a trial chamber real quick. Collect some copper. Okay. Trial chamber is somewhere around here. I have a hole digging straight down. Disobeying the one law in Minecraft. Never dig straight down. Where is it? Come on. Hey, day 2K. Yes, welcome in, KJ. How are you doing? Okay, I give up. I'm going to the other trial chamber over here. I think I know where that one is. As bro watched in Exodus story of vid, he always digs straight down. I haven't watched his vids in a while. But I have. I hate when he does that. Here we go. Let's see. We'll do something really stupid. Whee! There we go. We popped a totem. Oh, now I need my lighter back on. I do a 2 by 1 hole, so I can see if there's lava or something. Yeah, that's the smart way. That's the smart way of doing it. He's been trying to do that for like 2 years. Yeah, I used to do that, but I have good enough armor and totems that I'm just like, it's quicker. Now, has it gotten me into some questionable situations? Yes, but I have not learned from my mistakes. Man, one of the most unfortunate things when they did the copper update, you used to be able to turn all these green copper into copper ingots. You can no longer do that anymore. Like it used to be, I could just mine out the floor and like just turn them into copper, but you can no longer do that. You have to scrape them until they are straight orange, and then you can turn them into the copper ingot, which is so annoying. Because, like, it used to be I'd just go collect all this green copper, which, for some things, is super useful, and I I might add some of the oxidized copper into this build, I'm not sure. But it's like, there's so much. Why can't I use that one? Alright, let's see. Oh, there we go. You know, I think that will make enough copper trapdoors. There we go. Alright, perfect. What mods do you have installed? Not any major mods. Let me get out of here. I'll give you a short rundown. But if you want like the full rundown, go like 10 minutes ago in the video, like you can. I talked about all the information in them. So mods, I have auto clicker, which it just like I can hit a button for farms and I can walk away. Babies Forever, which soon I won't have anymore. Free cam, which is what I use to just look at my builds easier and get thumbnail pictures and stuff like that. Horse stats mod, I can see the statistics for each horse that I catch, so I know how fast and all that they are. Immediately fast just optimizes my world. Invisible frames, I can turn item frames invisible, which is really cool for some builds. Iris is how I run shaders. Malib is for mini HUD, which sets up chords and stuff like that for me. And like I can have the outside of a structure rendered so I can like build farms better. And then mod menu is what I'm using to actually look at the mods. So nothing game breaking, but I think the one I use the most is free cam, because like if I want to look at something but I don't want to fly way off, I can just hit F4 and be like, does this look good or not? So I use that a lot. It's super useful. It's a good vanilla plus mod pack. Yeah. That's the one I would use the most. Yeah, it's so useful. Well, technically you could argue that I use shaders the most because I'm usually running with shaders, but those, I don't know. I'd say the one I actively try to use the most is FreeCam, just because thumbnails and all that. Alright, so now the question is, since we've chosen copper, the orange copper looks good, but do we want to do a different oxidization level of copper? And I can take all these out. Think base copper is the best? Alright. Base copper does look nice, and it also works well with the outside because I used a bit of copper on it. Like, I have... Where all did I add copper? Well, I've got the copper bulbs, and I've got the shroom lights, which are a coppery color. I've got some copper up here. So I think it goes well with the outside. I've got the copper doors. Although, that does mean I need a lot more beeswax. You have a bee farm? I kind of. I have one in the Nether that is temporary. I'm currently using it. I needed a lot of honey blocks for my wither skeleton farm, so I swapped it over to whatchamacallit, the beeswax a little while ago. So I have a decent amount, but I'm definitely gonna have to get more. I used to have bees just free roaming, but they have disappeared. The shaders make everything look so cool. I know. I like these shaders a lot. Okay, what was I getting? Beeswax. So I have a bit of beeswax, or honeycomb technically, but I like the photon shaders better. For like if I'm looking at this. So if we go video settings, shader packs, let's see. So I like this better because of the colored lighting. So like the lanterns give off an orange color, the glowstone gives off an orange color, the amethyst gives off a purple color. Like look at the castle and the walls like this. This looks crazy. And then like the frog lights give off colored lighting, so there's orange, and then over here you've got the purple coloring. So this is the one that like I prefer, just because like, and the torch flowers give off a little bit of light with this. It's like it looks crazy, but the only problem is like if I'm building in the dark, I can't see very good at all. So that's why. Oh, and then like the sky, look at the aurora borealis. It's beautiful. So I like this one better. It just like when I'm in dark spaces, it's harder to see. Also, when there's a lot of colored lighting, it can also give me a little bit of a headache. Copper's like super shiny. You can see the reflection of the light off of it. That's so cool. But I've found that it's easier to run these. Also, it's a bit easier on my computer, so I usually run with these. The complimentary Reimagined or Unbound, or one of them. Oh, something I learned about honeycomb recently. I don't know if you guys know this. You can honeycomb signs, and it'll help with lag, and it'll keep them as they were. I thought this was a mod. Like, I saw Linksy and Flip doing this, and I thought it was a mod. Yeah. So, like, hold on. Let me go find a sign. So I thought it was a mod, and I was like, that's a cool mod, I might have to install that. And then I was watching a Mogswamp video, and he's like, that's vanilla? And I was like, hold on, that is? So I had to test it. Do I have any signs? Alright, made. I don't. We'll grab some of these. Actually, I have Dark Oak in my inventory, I might as well use that. So if I grab sticks, make a sign. So if I place this, and we'll just type hi on it for now. So you can see that kind of. Let me get dye so you can see it better. It's so hard to see the dark oak. Okay, so you can see that. Normally, I can click on it and change it, and change it, like that. Versus if I honeycomb it, you see the particles. and now I'm trying to change it. I can't change it. So the only way to change it now is to break it, which helps with your FPS, and so you're not accidentally clicking on signs all the time if you use them to detail, which I really like how the hanging signs look. And that was another idea I had for building the railing, although I decided not to do it. So it's super nice. Can't remember which ones I already did. These are done. That's good for multiplayer too. Yes, it is super good. I haven't played on any servers recently, but I can definitely see how that'd be super useful. Alright, I think I have all these, and if they start changing, we'll fix it. Now these guys. I'm out of beeswax. I gotta get more. Also need to get more walls. Do I have any walls? I do. And honeycomb. Oh, KJ, remember yesterday we were talking about how I needed one more armor trim? I think that was you, KJ, right? Or was that Banana Man? I was talking to someone about this. I got the last armor trim. Tide armor trim has successfully been collected. Okay, it was you? Alright. I have officially gotten the Tide armor trim. So now I have them all. Also, I have a really awesome trident. Which got me this zombie head. I am now zombie. You can see a little bit of my head underneath the zombie head. Because I have, let's see. Trident, it has channeling, impaling, loyalty, unbreaking, and mending. So that will definitely come in useful. Wait, can zombies attack you when you wear it? Yes, but it is really useful for two things. It's better not to have impaling on your channeling trident. I don't know. I have it on there just because I was killing a bunch of what you want to call it, Elder Guardians. And it only affects if you're playing. It'll one-tap the creeper. No, that's only in Bedrock Edition. In Bedrock, it'll do extra damage to any mob in the rain. In Java Edition, it only does extra damage to mobs such as the Elder Guardian, the Guardians, fish. There's not a lot. You main Bedrock? Yeah. In Bedrock, impaling is like super crazy useful. In Java, it's not that great. But when you're going through and collecting sponges and trying to get the Tide armor trim, it's rather useful. So I got that. That was a lot of fun. Killing drowns. think I raided like 4 or 5 ocean monuments earlier. Apparently that was not enough walls. I must have gotten crazy lucky to get it on my second Elder. I got it on my 4th or 5th, but I wanted sponges, so I went and collected just almost 2.5. I always think the sponge blocks look like cheese. They do look like cheese. I definitely see the similarity. So I figured I'd grab a bunch of those because fairly soon I'd like to make a farm for Prismarine and stuff like that, and I gotta drain an ocean monument to do that, so that'll be useful. Sponges are way more useful than people give them credit. Yes, absolutely. Let me actually, or did I stop honeycombing? Have I not honeycombed any of these? Okay, I'm flipping those up so I remember I honeycombed between them. 100%, yeah. Most people like trash on them all the time, but they are really useful. Only problem is I lose them all the time. Like, whenever I'm working on a project, I'll lose them and I'll be like, I'll go from like 2 stacks to like 1 stack or something like that. I can never find them. Okay, I already did. Well, this is a problem. Okay. One last row. Dang it. So originally I was gonna stick 96 villagers in here. Where do you get the music from? It's good. I just looked up non-DMCA music on Spotify, and this is what it came up with, and I would definitely agree. It's pretty good. There were a couple others, but actually I think I looked up lo-fi ones. At this pace, the only thing stopping you from getting every armor type is the netherite. No. I wish that were the case. So I've done a little bit of math, and to get all the netherite will take me like 48 hours of non-stop blowing holes in the netherrack with TNT. Getting the 44,919 diamonds will take like 3 months. What was I getting? More copper. So I've gotten 3% of the diamonds for that, and I've been working on it for like a month now. So it's I wish that was the biggest problem. I really do. That's a lot of diamonds. Yeah. That's what I thought. I widely underestimated how much the copper armor would change it. And that's only for armor trims. That's only for duplicating armor trims. I'm trading with armors to get the diamond armor. So it's a lot of diamonds, and it'll be sad to see them leave once I actually accomplish it. Technically, I need 2.88 shulker boxes full of diamond blocks, but I'm gonna get 3 just to be safe, because my math could have been off. So, but I don't think it's off. I have a long document with... Oh, come on, I'm too short. I have a long document listing all the materials I need. Which, I need a ton of gold, so I'm gonna build a massive gold farm for that as well. Okay, what was I getting? Ah, yes. 2 more trapdoors. Should I pull up the list of materials? Give the rundown? Yes? Alright. Let me put in these 2 trapdoors real quick. Alright. Let's see. Docks. Requirements for all the armor trim. Alright, can you guys see it? It should be popping up. Okay, yeah, it's up. Alright, so armor types, I'm gonna trade for the leather armor, the diamond armor, and the chainmail armor. And so I need 4,752 gold ingots just for like the armor, same with the copper and iron. Diamonds for duplicating trims, 44,352. So that's a lot of diamonds. That's where most of the diamonds are going. I need 2,464 non-oxidized copper blocks for duplicating trims, and all the other blocks for duplicating trims I need the same amount. Then for the trim colors I need 576 of each, except for gold, because I gotta combine it with the netherite scrap. So I need a bunch extra for that. So yeah, here's the total. 44,919 diamonds. Are you doing every combination or just every trim type? Every possible combination. So every armor type, every trim type, every color. Yeah, it's a long list. Oh, and what I forgot to put up here is turtle helmets. I need Scoot for that. Gotta give it to him, he's dedicated. Yeah, definitely dedicated to the cause. I will achieve it. So far, only 2 people have ever done it. Wreck and Mudflaps. And neither of them have done it with the copper armor yet. So I want to be the first to do it with the new copper armor. So that's my goal. But the problem is, since I play this on a laptop, I'm gonna have to make separate builds for all of the different types of armor, because otherwise my my PC will crash. I hope that gives you recognition and popularity. That would be nice. I think that would be... I do appreciate the recognition, but honestly, I just hope it makes people happy to see, like, the accomplishments that I've done in my world. Like, that's what brings me the greatest joy, is making other people happy. So more beeswax. But yeah, I made a test world to see oh no, I'm out of beeswax. Alright, well, time to sit at the bee farm for a few minutes. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh well. But I created a test world, and I spawned in all the armor stones that I need for that. It reached a max of 2 FPS when I did that. That's all glass bottles. Yeah. Time to wait. I need to expand this. Do you build all of your builds from scratch, or like videos? So the redstone builds I learned from videos, but my goal with like every redstone video I watch is to learn how it works. So like this, the comparator is reading through the block the signal of the beehive, and so as each honey comes in, it gives out 1 extra signal, so the redstone goes up 1 more. So like this one has a signal, it has 3 honeycomb in it, and then when it reaches 5, it triggers the dispenser with shears, and it collects the honeycomb. So like I always try to go for like the longer videos for redstone that like explain it, so I can learn how to build it on my own. But like my detailed builds, I build those on my own, like just from scratch. Yeah, it's good to figure out how it works so you can build your own redstone stuff. Yes. A lot of them, like, I get 1 or 2 done, and then, like, I'll just replicate it. And then, like, I might go back to the video beforehand just to double check if it's, like, a really big redstone thing to make sure it's not gonna mess up, but... Bro's the genius. honestly, kind of. I can barely do a redstone clock. Hey, it takes practice. I will admit, before I started this world, I had no clue how to do redstone at all, in any entirety. But very humble. I say this only because I am a high schooler. I am in high school, but I will be graduating high school with a associate's degree at the local college. So it's like I just finished composition 2, so it runs in the family. Like before Google was a thing, like my grandpa coded a search engine that would have rivaled Google had he actually published it. But he went and did other things, but like it just runs in the family. Yeah, I was like 4th grade doing 7th grade stuff. Yeah. It's a lot of fun being able to like get ahead. It's funny. I know someone who's a year older than me, and he was talking to one of his teachers yesterday. He's like, "Can I take like extra classes or like harder classes so I can graduate early?" They're like, "No, you wouldn't want that." I just can't seem to do well in math. I like math, or I used to like math. I'm good at math, but I don't like my math teacher, which makes math boring. But I'm hoping next year will be more fun, because next year I'm taking statistics at the college. So hopefully that'll be more fun. Okay, these are slacking. I might just start working on the next thing, and when they added letters in, I low-key gave up. Fair enough. The letters in math can definitely be confusing. I have a hard time remembering like what each letter is for, because like it's just like they're all mean different things, but they're just letters. It's like, what? So I have adopted X and Y for everything. And if X and Y can't do it, we start at the beginning of the alphabet and go down. Otherwise, I get confused. Okay. Just keep the letters in the alphabet. Fair enough. Fair enough. Keep them away from math. Honestly, not a bad idea. They should probably have thought of that. Yeah, then they started having me do Matrix, and I was like, oh hell nah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm currently doing in math, and I'll be completely honest. I don't understand them. I don't like them. And I'm very thankful that I have a calculator that can do it for me. I just throw in the numbers. I have no clue how the matrix works. Like I know the teacher explained it, but I'm happy for the calculator, and Matrix should stay in movies. They should not come to reality. It's mind-boggling, 100%. I'm homeschooled and have been 2 grades ahead in math, and Algebra 2 is just straight up hell. Algebra 2 is, yep, 100%. Totally agree. That's what I'm currently taking. I don't like... I'm out of lanterns. Alright, time to get some emeralds. Same, bro. I hated that stuff when they gave me harder geometry stuff. I didn't like geometry, but I was really, really good at it. What was I getting? Emeralds. I wanted to accelerate, so there was an option to do geometry for half the year and then Algebra 2 for half the year, so I could have been ahead. And let's just say they didn't explain all the rules, and they wouldn't let me continue accelerating because of that. I've never been good with shapes. Also, I don't like taking my data statistics and probability. Yeah. I don't know how statistics will go. That's what I'm taking next year. I hope it goes well. You know what they should add? Instead of just selling lanterns, I have to go talk to you in the next video. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I wish nothing but the best for you in life, my guy. Thank you, I appreciate it. They should add librarians can trade like different oxidizations of the copper lantern. That'd be cool. So you don't have to spend hours waiting for them to oxidize. Just like buy them from the librarian. That'd be so useful. Alright. I missed one. It's fine. I'll fix it later. I'll probably AFK at the bee farm later. Okay. So, next update, you won't be able to buy name tags from librarians, so masters that sell them will be rare. Now I'm curious how many I have. Hold on. How many rare villagers will I have? I think I have... they might all stay that way since I've already traded with them. Let's see. Most of my masters will be down here. So we've got... they always trade name tags at masters level, I think, right? Yep. Yep. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're not a master. 13. Not you. 15, 16. So at least 16 of them will be rare. That's not bad. Is there only master level trade? I think they trade clocks at master level as well. I could be wrong though. I know they trade clocks, I just don't know when they trade clocks. Clocks are expert? Okay. Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, I missed 2 trapdoors. Fun. I was gonna work on the villager trading stations, but I want to add staircases here in each corner, and that will kind of change how the villager stations will be. I should probably do that first. I always find it funny how unorganized, like, my building is. Like, I get so distracted all the time. Let's try some spruce. Or some oak. Oak could be good. We'll try both. Alright, so if we go down here. Alright, so if we do these. Strip these. So I could either do that. Or I could do this. Which one's better? Sure. Oak? No spruce? Okay. See, the one thing that one reason I'm not sure about oak is because I plan on doing oak pillars. But the oak does stand out nice. Like the strip log, yeah. I use the strip log more than I use the regular log. Okay, we'll go with oak. Put the spruce back. Okay. That goes there. That goes there. And I don't need these anymore. Crazy how much time this wonderful game takes. Yeah, it is. It definitely is time consuming, but I find it relaxing, so makes it worth it for me. And we'll do that. Worth it? Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go touch grass. See you guys. Alright, see you around, KJ. Okay. I missed one log. Ah! Alright, there we go. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Did I get all those? Yeah, I did. Okay. Wouldn't it be cool if when you stripped the log, it gave you shards of oak and you would make stuff out of it? That would be cool. What could you make out of bark, though? I'm trying to think. But yeah, it would be super cool if you could customize things with the bark. It could be a fuel source, too. That'd be nice. Although, I feel like a lot of people would get annoyed by that, because like so many people use stripped logs and they don't want to have their inventory filled up. Personally, I like dried kelp. Dried kelp is cool. It's also a cool building block if used correctly. I've seen a couple cases of it. That's one of the farms that I'd like to build. Although for fuel I don't really need dried kelp because I have so much coal from my wither skeleton farm. Super easy too. Yeah. I'm gonna make a dried kelp farm eventually because there are some cool builds that build ideas I have with it. But it takes time. Alright, now I think birch stairs would look good. They stand out. They kind of match the end stone walls. Actually, I should put those back. See how well this works. Although honestly, I'll probably just fly up and down, but I want all my builds to be able to be walkable, like so I can walk between them. There we go. Alright, let's make sure I can walk up this. Oh yeah, no problem. Perfect. That's a problem. Done did it again. I love the block you're using for your walls. Yeah, endstone. Endstone's a fun block to build with. No, the dark one. Smith. Oh, these walls. Yes. Yes. Those are awesome blocks as well. They're probably my favorite block in Minecraft. I use them a bit too much. Yeah, I built the entire castle out of it, and then I went through and detailed it some with more deep slate, so I used so much deep slate. They are just so sleek and clean. I know. Let's see. If I do that, there we go. Actually, now I'm curious how many I've made. Let's see. Statistics, items, times broken, times crafted. 47,000. I've crafted 47,000 deep slate tiled bricks. Surprisingly more deep slate bricks and polished deep slate. I didn't even think I used that. Oh wait, you craft. Okay, I figured it out. You craft polished deep slate, which you can then craft into the deep slate bricks, which you then can craft into the deep slate tiled bricks, which surprisingly is faster than just going to the grindstone, at least on Java Edition, because you can just use spacebar to automatically craft the rest. So yeah, I've made just a few. But definitely less than the amount of stone I've mined. I have so much stone right now. I don't know what to do with it all. You got any idea what I can do with like 35 shulker boxes of stone? It just dawned on me, I don't need these to go all the way up here. But I could take them all the way to the top. Do I take them all the way to the top? Oh no, I can't, because that takes out the wall. Do it? Alright. Well, I can't take it like out the top because of how I built this tower. Let's see. How does that look? Actually, that looks really cool. It's for Cam to see. Okay, I like that a lot. That goes well with the end stone. Okay. So if how did I start that? Now that I think about it, I should start that one block farther out. I'm not changing it. I'm not taking that whole thing down. Because I should have done that. That's what I'm thinking I should have done. But that's fine. It's fine. I'm not spending the time to take it all down. Why is this even in my hot bar? That's why. I have no more room. I just had a thought, and I don't like the thought because it requires a whole lot of extra work, but it might look pretty good mangrove trapdoors as the railing, I think it would add a nice pop of color. But I don't want to have to mine a bunch of mangrove again. And unfortunately, the Wandering Trader does not bring it by that often. Of these. Uh-oh, I has a hole in the wall. I need to fix it. Yeah, I need to go get the blocks for that. Alright, I'll be right back, dude. Alright, sounds good. I will probably be streaming for like 20 more minutes and then I've got to get going, so. These. And for now, I'll put these back. Oh, okay. I was not intending to do that, but that works. Perfect. Alright, that looks good. I like that. Oh, okay. I like how this looks. I'm going to take a break from my computer, because my neck is super stiff now, because I've been streaming for 2 hours now, which means I've been at my computer for like 3. So it's about time to take a break, go do some stuff IRL, AFK at the bee farm, and yeah. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm gonna end stream once I get to get my little AFK spot. Super advanced. Alright. We are going to shut this down. Thank you for stopping by.